video, the breakfast all kidney disease patients must eat to avoid dialysis. If you have kidney problems, keeping your blood pressure in the right range without relying too much on medications is key to avoid dialysis. Today, we will see how to lower your blood pressure naturally starting from the breakfast. Gathering here today, we talk about one of the most important steps to reverse kidney disease, beating high blood pressure naturally. You see, doctors never give too much importance to hypertension. It's easy to manage it with medications, and giving patients 2 pills 2 or 3 times a day costs no effort at all. And blood pressure medications are supposed to protect the kidneys. But is that actually true? What many people don't know is that the most common medications for high blood pressure have now been proven to be a possible cause of kidney damage. This is why, if you want to reverse kidney disease, you really need to do your best to keep your blood pressure under control naturally. Good news is that today we are going to see foods, good habits, and remedies that work and have no side effects. And you can trust me when I say that this is the best thing you can do to lower your creatinine levels. What I want to share with you today is a 100% kidney-friendly, all-natural recipe that will also help lower blood sugar levels, fight high cholesterol, fight anemia, improve blood circulation, and help you lower your creatinine levels. And science confirms that. Let's see how to make it. Our first ingredient is garlic. Yes, I am a big fan of the allicin in garlic, and I take it every day either in pill form or from raw garlic. This is because garlic is definitely one of the healthiest and most effective superfoods out there. Garlic has some amazing properties for people with kidney problems. It can lower blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity. It can lower blood pressure by up to 9 over 5 millimeters of mercury, more than some anti-hypertension drugs. It can even fight high cholesterol levels, and this is proven by science. The allicin of garlic could effectively help you get rid of a blood pressure lowering medication, and that will be key to lowering creatinine levels. And guys, mixing garlic with the other ingredients of this recipe will make it even more powerful. Oh, can't wait to show that to you. Okay, but now you may ask, but Catherine, my blood pressure is well under control with my medications. Why should I use a home remedy for blood pressure when I can just take a pill? The reason why I recommend natural ways to keep blood pressure in check is a serious, recently discovered side effect of blood pressure medications. They directly cause kidney damage over time. Unfortunately, recent research is linking almost all the most common blood pressure medicines to kidney damage. Worst part is that the kidney damage these medications do is greater over time than what high blood pressure itself can do. The problem is so serious that a large review of studies was made to decide if the routine prescribed of ACE inhibitors and angiotensin receptor blockers should be completely stopped in kidney disease patients. The findings of the study were published just a few days ago and were rather inconclusive. Nephrologists are now broken into 2 fronts: those who prescribe blood pressure medications and those who don't. I won't go too much in depth about that today. Let me know if you want to know more. I may make a video just about this trial. What you should know is that there is no reason to take a rash decision here. Never stop taking any prescribed medication without your doctor explicit consent. Just don't do that. Because in many cases, while kidney damage is a really bad thing, blood pressure medications are still needed to protect your heart. What this tells us in conclusion is that lowering blood pressure naturally has never been so important, and garlic is our best friend here. Garlic could effectively help you get rid of one blood pressure lowering medication, and that will be key to lower creatinine levels and protect the kidneys, as we have seen. Now, there's just a small problem with garlic, a side effect. It will make your breath smell. But you know, there is a way to prevent this. The other ingredients of today's breakfast smoothie are great because they are not just very healthy, they also help absorb allicin in garlic better and greatly decrease the body odor garlic can cause. Let's see how. Our next ingredient here, a green apple. Green apples are rich in fiber and antioxidants. Eating them regularly is linked to a lower risk of many chronic conditions, including diabetes, heart, and kidney disease. Yes, these fruits are also great for diabetes patients and they may help lowering blood pressure. And there is one more reason why I'm putting this apple in this smoothie with garlic. You see, research from the Institute of Food Technologists in Ohio is showing that eating apples with garlic is a great way to neutralize garlic breath. Yes, this is an amazing find that can really help many of those that are skeptical about eating garlic. And notice that I'm not peeling the apple. You see, most of the vitamins and nutrients this fruit has are in or just below the peel, so you want to wash it well and to eat it with the peel. Another way to help assimilate garlic and reducing any side effect is eating almonds here. You see, when you mix raw garlic with any form of fat such as the fats from almonds, this makes you assimilate the allicin in garlic better, thus reducing the odor while improving the bioavailability. Now, almonds are also a favorite of mine for another reason, the magnesium they contain. It's hard to get enough magnesium in a renal diet, but this mineral is crucial for your health. Having too low magnesium level, a very common problem, may cause high blood pressure. And almonds are also a source of healthy fat, also great to slow down the absorption of the carbs from the apple and to make our smoothie taste better. Now guys, there is one more ingredient that will completely neutralize the side effects of garlic and one that will help us lower our blood pressure even more. But before that, time for the kidney health tips of the day. Lowering your blood pressure naturally means being able to take less medications. This is a key step toward repairing your kidneys. Here are 5 tips that can help you to do so. Number 1, reduce salt intake. The consumption of salt raises blood pressure. Avoid packaged foods and junk foods. That's where 80% of the salt people consume every day comes from. 2, reduce sugar intake. Sugar is the most inflammatory food out here, the worst enemy of our kidneys. Cutting sugar can result in an 8/4 millimeters of mercury drop in blood pressure, according to a study. 3, laugh more. Stress is a principal contributor to high blood pressure, and laughter is an excellent antidote for stress.
Tell me about this.
The heart.
The heart.
Laughing gets your heart pumping, which improves cardiovascular health. You make people's hearts happy, but also healthy.
4, eat foods rich in magnesium like almonds. Higher magnesium intake is associated with lower blood pressure. Here comes a most unexpected tip. 5, avoid using mouthwash. There are studies claiming that the antiseptic compound found in mouthwash destroys friendly bacteria present in the mouth. But you see, these bacteria are need to produce nitric oxide from dietary nitrates. Now, nitric oxide is a powerful vasodilator, key to lower blood pressure. So, there will be no point in eating beets, for example, if you don't have these friendly bacteria in your mouth. This is why some researchers think mouthwash may do more harm than good. Besides, you can have a good oral hygiene just by brushing and flossing regularly. Back to our recipe now! To further neutralize the odor of garlic, use parsley. This incredible spice can eliminate the odor of garlic down to stomach level while also making the precious allicin better absorbed. This is because the polyphenols in parsley act like antioxidants and break down the smelly sulfur compounds in garlic. Not to mention that parsley works as a powerful natural diuretic and can help reduce swelling and blood pressure. Great for the health of the kidneys. Now, one very important question before I'll show you the last ingredient. Are smoothies safe for diabetes patients? There is a lot of misinformation going on today, and even certain newspapers are peddling the fake news that smoothies are bad for you because they say, and I'm not making this up, as you can see here, Fiber in smoothies is not the same as fiber from whole fruits. Yep, so these people basically believe that a blender can pulverize fiber.
It's impossible.
Let me repeat this. According to this self-called expert, the blade of a blender, which is several centimeters long, destroys the fiber in an apple or in a veggie. But you see, dietary fiber molecules are just a few micrometers long. Yes, we are talking about the microscopic world here. So it is very important that we understand that there is no way a blender could do any damage at all to something as small as the dietary fiber in fruit.
It's not gonna happen.
Not to mention that you should always add a source of fats in a smoothie, which also make the sugar in fruit being absorbed more slowly. So don't worry about what certain experts say and keep focusing on your health. One last ingredient here, beets. And this ingredient alone is worth its weight in gold. While it is great to consume beets as a side dish, preparing them, like I'll show you, will truly unleash the healing potential of this superfood. The reason is the nitrate content of beets that turn into nitric oxide in the body, a powerful natural vasodilator. Drinking this smoothie will relax the inner muscles of your blood vessels, lowering your blood pressure and protecting your heart and kidneys. So how much is this going to lower your blood pressure? In a study on CKD patients, those who consume a juice made from beets every day for 4 weeks had a 10/5 millimeters of mercury reduction in blood pressure. Incredible! And that recipe didn't contain garlic, so mine is even more powerful. What this means is that it will be necessary for you to check your blood pressure regularly when eating this smoothie. Because you see, our goal is not to lower our blood pressure too much. Our goal here is to protect the kidneys by making blood pressure medications redundant. A hugely important trial just shaking the world of kidney disease forever. Most recent research is linking almost all the most common blood pressure medicines to kidney damage. Medications 8 out of 10 kidney disease patients are taking are now considered not safe anymore. The 1st of December of this year, the results of the Stop ACE inhibitor trial were published. This large study was made to answer a simple question. Should CKD patients keep taking ACE inhibitors and angiotensin receptor blockers or ARBs? Now, what they found out in this study really shocked me, and it may change your life. We will see why in a moment. But let's go with order. What are ACE inhibitors and angiotensin receptor blockers? Okay guys, I want to start this by saying that you should never stop taking any prescription without the explicit approval from your doctor. This is especially true for blood pressure medications such as ACE inhibitors and angiotensin receptor blockers, or ARBs in short. Now, the main focus of today's video are ACE-I and ARBs. Now, you are probably taking one of these if you have kidney disease. ACE inhibitors, or ACE-I, are those medications ending in pril, such as enalapril and lisinopril, and more. ARBs are medications ending in sartan, such as losartan, valsartan, and many more. But they also come in brand names. I have a list now on screen you can see. These are the most commonly prescribed medications to treat high blood pressure in those with kidney disease because they do not only lower blood pressure. These medications also protect the kidneys from proteinuria, the most important marker of kidney damage. So the reason why most kidney disease patients are almost always prescribed one of these is proteinuria, not just high blood pressure. This is very important for us. Now, the big question about these medications that 8 out of 10 kidney disease patients are taking is, are these actually safe for the kidneys? It's fairly recent news that both ACE-I and ARBs are linked to kidney damage. Research found out that regular use of these medications leads to severe structural damage of the intrarenal arteries and arterioles, which is frankly scary. I mean, the medications that are supposed to protect the kidneys are now seen causing the damage. Now, there are some major updates about that because a very large study has been conducted to answer a very important question. Should kidney disease patients keep taking ASI and ARBs? When a medicine is being prescribed to control blood pressure, even if that it's damaging the kidneys, it's clear that we have a serious problem. We are basically trading precious kidney function for a slightly better heart function, and that's no good. It's also worth noticing that taking ASI or ARBs is also the cause of high potassium levels in most kidney disease patients. But doctors didn't know all these facts until very recently. You see, ASI and ARBs are always being considered very good for the kidneys. They were considered so good that at some point, researchers decided to give them both to kidney patients at the same time to see if that was going to protect the kidneys even more. Well, that didn't go well. Patients died in that trial. The paper was published in 2008. It was called the On-Target Trial. What they found out is that taking both an ASI and an ARB at the same time significantly increased the chance of dying. It also significantly increased the chance of doubling creatinine levels and ending up in dialysis. So it was clear back then already that taking these medications wasn't always good for the kidneys. Now this happened 14 years ago. It proved that giving an ASI and an ARB at the same time was no good for you. Today, or the 1st of December of this year, to be more exact, a new trial was published. The aim of this new study is to determine if kidney disease patients should take one of these medications, ASI or ARBs, or none at all. Now, the most important question, should kidney disease patients keep taking ASI and ARBs? So let's talk about the Stop ACE inhibitors trial. As I was saying, the results of this very important trial shocked me. This trial was done to determine if there is an advantage in terms of GFR in stopping these blood pressure medications. What they found out is that in people with advanced kidney disease, there is not a significant difference in terms of kidney function when discontinuing these blood pressure medications. Let me repeat this. Patients in stage 4 and 5 of kidney disease didn't lose their kidney function at a very different rate when stopping ASI or ARBs. Now, please don't stop taking any medication without your doctor's explicit consent. Not everyone has the same risk factors. For example, someone with high proteinuria level or with heart disease may benefit more from still taking ASI or ARBs than someone without these risk factors. And also, this study was made on patients in the advanced stages of CKD. Someone in the earlier stages may still benefit from these medications, but there is the need for more study to confirm this. On the other hand, these medications do have side effects, some serious, including raising potassium levels. So, talk to your doctor or show them this study if you believe you may benefit from not taking these medications anymore. What do I think about this? Okay, this is the data from this very important trial. I believe that the repercussions of what was evidenced by this paper will be extremely important for those suffering from CKD. But as we can imagine, years will pass before the guidelines will be adapted to these new findings, if they will ever change at all. So many of you may want to know what I think about this, what I would recommend. Well, it's clear, in my opinion, that the possibility of discontinuing these medications must be carefully evaluated case by case. Some patients may benefit from not taking them more than others, but it's clear in my opinion that every patient must still find a way to keep their blood pressure under control. So my advice remains the same as before. Do all you can to lower your blood pressure naturally with a healthy lifestyle and diet. That's the only way to protect your heart and kidneys that works in 100% of the cases and that comes with no side effects. Guys, I've talked more in depth about what really helps lowering your blood pressure naturally in my video up here. Watch it now. Taking this secret vitamin can lower your blood glucose levels by 31.5 milligrams per dl in just 3 months. Today, we are going to see a vitamin you have probably never heard of. And yet, this nutrient can actually be used to greatly improve insulin sensitivity in people with diabetes. It can easily lower blood sugar levels by 31.5 milligrams per dl. And it also protects the kidneys from metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, and it helps you lose weight. It also has antioxidant properties that fight the damaging effects of free radicals in the brain, circulatory system, and kidneys. Not to mention that it acts as a natural antidepressant and reduces food cravings. Yes, this vitamin has a ton of health benefits and it's really underrated. You are not gonna find it in multivitamins and most people don't even know that it exists. But I really believe this needs to change. The secret vitamin I'm talking about is vitamin B8, also known as inositol. The reason why you never heard about it is because it's not considered a vitamin anymore. Yes, there's a vitamin B7, a B9, but there's no vitamin B8. Science is strange sometimes. And the reason why B8 is no more a vitamin is because the kidneys actually produce some of it. However, for many people, only relying on what the body makes is not enough. Supplementing it may be especially beneficial for those with kidney problems. So, what will happen to your body when you start supplementing inositol? Studies show that supplementing this nutrient has an effect similar to that of metformin, a powerful medicine for type 2 diabetes.
Wow!
Metformin is considered a wonder drug because it doesn't just treat diabetes. It is used off-label to lose weight, to increase lifespan, and to fight metabolic syndrome. And inositol has many of the same benefits, but without side effects. Isn't that wonderful? Now guys, there are a lot of inositol supplements available and not all of them can help you. Also, you need to take inositol in the right dosage if you want it to help you. I'll show you exactly how to find the perfect supplement and those in the next part of the video. Don't skip that part. Now, as I was saying, the main benefit of this nutrient is for people with diabetes and for those wanting to lose weight. This is surprising since inositol is actually a sugar alcohol. It doesn't have calories, but it tastes sweet. So, what foods are the best sources of this nutrient? Grain bread is one of the best sources. Stone ground whole grain bread contains up to 300 milligrams of inositol in just one slice of bread. And that's a lot! Just also consider that this type of bread is pretty high in phosphorus and potassium too, before adding it to your diet. A better option may be cantaloupe, a very healthy fruit, even if a bit rich in potassium. Again, moderation is key if you want to try this fruit. Other great sources of inositol include almonds, but also beans, peas, and citrus fruits. Now, even if all these foods are very healthy, they should only be present in moderation in the diet of people with kidney problems. So, if you are really interested in the insulin mimetic properties of inositol, it will be better to also consider a supplement. Now, let's talk about safety before looking at doses. Inositol is water soluble. It doesn't have a high risk of overdose. Even at high doses, side effects are mainly limited to nausea, gas, and diarrhea. It has no known interaction with medications. Still, please consult your doctor before taking this or any other supplements if you have chronic kidney disease or other diagnosed pathologies. So, what inositol supplement should you take to fight diabetes and metabolic syndrome, and in what dose? There are two types of inositol, myo-inositol and D-chiroinositol. Best brands combine them to get more benefits. A good dose seems to be 500 milligrams of myo-inositol plus 15 milligrams of D-chiroinositol 2 times a day with meals. This is what they actually used in the study on diabetes to lower blood sugar levels by 31.5 milligrams per DL in 3 months. Now, this is a very important reduction in blood sugar, so be prepared. As you may already know, having blood sugar levels too low is not a good thing, but there's an easy way to avoid this. When it comes to kidney health, probably the best habit in the world you can start is to write everything down. This is crucial. What you actually want from this remedy is to decrease your need for medications, because that's how you reverse kidney disease. I've explained exactly how to do this in my video up here, and this is all for today. Thank you for watching.